We spent 25 years as in-laws, and now we're married.
That's right. This part is either going to blow your mind or open your heart.
Our awakening didn't just change our lives, it absolutely obliterated the old ones.
This podcast isn't about spiritual aesthetics or making everything beautiful. It's about what happens when the truth burns everything that isn't real.
Most people think that awakening is about peace and angel numbers, and it certainly includes some of that.
Separately and together, life as we knew it completely unraveled. For the good, for the bad. We lost family, we lost friends. Our worldview completely changed into something way more beautiful, way more peaceful. And that's part of, I think, everyone's awakening journey is a disruption of what you thought was reality.
That unraveling can be beautiful, absolutely euphoric at times, but it's also very, very painful. And what's crazy is you don't realize how simultaneously those two things can happen. Pain, euphoric beauty, it was all part of our story. And from what we can tell, as we spent the last several years trying to understand it all, self-reflect, and grow from it, how do you positively rise from such pain and despair from losing our children and things like that to continuing to live your life, keeping an open heart while self-reflecting on the things that need to change, that you need to grow from? How do you do that? We will reference these other accounts and react to them in a way that gives thanks to those that have helped us so much.
And that's part of the reason we're doing this podcast, because we know that there is a collective of people who awakened virtually at the same time as we did. So many people that we've read about, that we've seen on different social media platforms, that also in 2019, 2020 began to awaken. I believe it is simply the way it's meant to happen, that there is just this collective energy and frequency that we are all feeling. It's changing the world, and we want to talk about what that looks like, what it looks like for us. We want to hear about what it looks like for you, because sometimes it can be a lonely journey to awaken.
Depending on what you allow yourself to, the liberty to think through and believe, if you're not scared to think through things outside of sources that you've spent your whole life studying. What cosmic cycle are we in the history of humanity? What is astrotheology? It may be a while before we get to those things, but it all plays a part, because you can discuss all these topics: finance, religion, health, politics, and there is a thread of truth that runs through every bit of it. I think we can all agree that there is absolute truth. The problem is our cultures and our societies around the world have created a divisiveness that prevents us from discussing them. Why do you think we can't sit at the Thanksgiving table and talk about politics, finance, or religion? It's because that has been programmed into us, and it should change. It should change. We should act differently. We should feel differently. We should respect differently. We should desire to pursue the truth together, which is what they don't want, the ominous they.
And that's why we want to do this podcast. We feel that this is the time for that spiritual conversation, the conversations that aren't sanitized, that aren't, glazed over with prettiness, although that does exist. It's about having the real, raw conversation, talking about the real, raw shit that we all go through at times.
The beauty, the breakdown, the mystical, the messy, it's all part of our lives. That's the discussion we want to have.
So if you've ever felt the universe pulling you somewhere impossible, this space is for you. That's why we're doing this. We want to hear from you. We want to interact with you and share stories as we're telling you our journey, explaining what we've been through and what things have helped us, and what books we've read, and just different things that have helped us grow and learn and heal.
Because we can learn from each other. There are things that if our ego allows for the suppression of unhealthy ego, we can absolutely learn from each other, and we're thankful for the ones that we've learned from. We're thankful for the pain even. We have empathy towards those that we know our decision hurt, and we want the opportunity to express how we're sorry for that hurt and pain that was created, while still not sorry for the decisions made.
So in 2 days, we're going live where we're going to talk about our stories. We're going to say things and reveal things that we've never talked about publicly. It's exciting. It's a little bit scary, but in a wonderful way. So join us on Tuesday at 6 p.m. on YouTube.
We thank you for being with us. We thank you ahead of time if you choose to be with us on Tuesday and as we launch from there. And it means more to us than you know.
It's going to be an opportunity for you to ask us anything. Nothing is off the table. We want to hear from you. We want to interact while we are sharing our journey.
I'm Jason.
And I'm April.
We're two souls that have walked through fire and chaos, find truth and ourselves.
This is Two Flames, One Truth. We'll see you in 2 days. Like and subscribe to get alerts. Bring your courage. Bring your questions.
And bring your heart.